thing. All you bitches best to know my name. Nobody you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. Catch you after dark, I'ma spit your fucking chest apart. Follow you. All you bitches best to know my name. Nobody you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. Catch you after dark, I'ma spit your fucking chest apart. Follow you. All you bitches best to know my name. Nobody you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. Catch you after dark, I'ma spit your fucking chest apart. Follow you.
So the new Trump assassin just dropped, and there's some spicy details already. Ryan Routh, very strange guy who's lived a very strange life. And this time, the internet was wise and archived all of his socials as much as possible before the FBI took it all down. So here's some basics on what we know about him, and one really interesting rabbit hole about who he might be. Right off the bat though, it's super early. This is all speculative. Take your time, pump the brakes. We're just digging through dirty laundry. We don't know what sticks yet. But this guy is a private American citizen who traveled to Ukraine on his own dime, to help recruit civilian soldiers to fight for Ukraine and Afghan special forces. He was like recruiting on his Facebook page. Here's an archive of all of his tweets that look pretty damn automated to me. They pretty much all look like this. In a past life in Hawaii, he apparently ran this company that made a single tiny home and a single Facebook page and never did anything else with it. Super weird. But I grabbed everyone that he followed on Twitter before they deleted it. He only followed 60. And right down at the bottom of that list, which I think indicates his first follow, is this girl named Sue Kim, who is ex-CIA, along with some other very interesting things. Now again, reminder, this is just speculation, digging through Twitter dirt. Maybe this chick is just a wonderful, patriotic person that's helping America. Who knows? But her account is private, meaning why does he follow her? I've been digging around, and one of my followers said that they found her in the people that follow him back. I have not been able to confirm that for myself because they took the account down. If you've got a video of the 1.2 thousand followers that followed him, that would be great to know. He says that she was at the bottom of his followed list, meaning that she followed him right when he made the account. That would make sense, seeing as she's at the bottom of his following list of who he follows too. I mean, every asset needs a handler. And when you go through some of these other affiliations here, you get what is essentially the CIA training grounds at Johns Hopkins University. It explores the relationship between politics and the many kinds of military power, from the use of terror by small non-state groups to the threatened use of nuclear weapons. Its director is John McLaughlin, who is literally an ex-acting director of the CIA and ex-deputy director of the CIA. 3-decade career at the CIA. David is third on the list of people at the top of this institution at the university. 30-year career in Army Special Forces, various special operations, invading various countries, as well as Operation Enduring Freedom. You get the idea. Anyways, Rand Corporation. That's a military industrial complex think tank, kind of like the Atlantic Council. And LMI org. Yeah, that's like a military industrial complex education and training program as well. Preliminary findings on the internet when you search our homeboy, the shooter, show his arrest record, including in 2002, possession of weapons of mass destruction, Class F felony, along with 3 other blocks of things like possession of handguns or concealed weapons and driver's license stuff. And yeah, that sounds like some operative shit to me. But again, we don't know any of this yet. We're just digging through dirty laundry on the internet. It's hard to tell what's real. But this is a photo of the weapon he used and the setup he had. People are speculating it looks an awful lot like, Russian-Ukrainian class of rifle. He's doing these weird recruitment ops in Ukraine for civilians. Well, he's like posting on his Facebook all the time to like no followers about how he's recruiting hundreds of civilians to fight for Ukraine. Like posting for like Afghan special forces to contact him so they can come fight in Ukraine. But he's like just a random citizen from Hawaii. And one of the 60 people he follows is this CIA gal that allegedly follows him back. That looks an awful lot like a handler or a contact. His account looks an awful lot like a bot or an MK Ultra or a Pato. Who knows what the hell this is? His criminal record looks an awful lot like what you might expect a kind of guy in this kind of line of work to leave behind. And then there's the weird video evidence getting turned up.
Officials in Kyiv simply aren't interested in recruiting them.
Ukraine is reluctant to be cooperative.
That's Ryan Ruth, a U.S. citizen who set up the International Volunteer Center in Ukraine to help connect foreigners to Ukrainian military units.
Now I'm talking to over 100 soldiers every day, and pretty much everybody all of my contacts in Ukraine, they were adamant, pretty much yelled at me every time that I suggested that we bring in Afghans.
The Ukrainian government didn't respond to our request for comment, but a source close to the officials in Kiev told Semaphore that their top concern is the question of loyalty in the thick fog of war.
The biggest thing is spies. They're afraid that anybody and everybody is a Russian spy.
Shout out to some bitch I know on X, who currently has one of the best archives of all of his socials and accounts. There's a lot of other people doing good work right now. And again, I just want to clarify, I'm not trying to pretend like I've solved the case or like we know what's going on. We just have learned by now that the FBI is going to just cover everything up. And so it's up to us to try to dig everything out before they do. So that's what we're doing. And yes, it's ridiculous that that is even a set of sentences we have to say in America in 2024 when someone tries to kill the former and future president of the United States of America. And I mean, I can only imagine who might be backing up these operations to try to shoot him and who might be providing the intel and the access and the cover-ups, etc. So last thing I'll say, Ryan Routh, he's currently in custody. He was driving away in an SUV. They caught him. He's alive for now. And I just want to remind us all, Ryan Routh did not kill himself. If cameras malfunction outside of his cell, if he has a weird slipping accident, whatever happens, yeah, you know the story. 50 more days, my money's on at least one more attempt before we get there. So stay frosty, because the war machine desperately needs the wars to escalate, and they're not down with the MAGA Maha folks shutting down the wars. And they are ready to kill people, ready to assassinate, allegedly, apparently, theoretically, just jokingly, in order to perpetuate those wars.
Threat to our Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they plan. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. No threat to our Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they plan. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to Cannon Speaks. Give yourselves a round of applause, because you could be anywhere right now, but you're hanging out with me, and I really do appreciate it. If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share this stream, guys. Let people know we live. You catching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism, guys. You want to donate to the channel? $ Cannon Hotep on Cash App. Super chats, Rumble rants, always welcome. Or become a member over on Kick. That's right, we live on Kick. Kick.com/Cannon Hotep for a cup of coffee a month. You just support the channel, guys. Support the cause. Every little bit of money goes back into the channel, guys. Every little bit of money goes back into the channel. So, you know, if you don't see the subscribe button, you see the gift button, gift somebody a subscription, and then whoever gifts you a subscription, gift that person a subscription, guys. Help each other out. People helping people, guys. People helping people. You know what I mean? Anyway, hope you guys had a wonderful day today. Hope you guys had a fantastic day today. Me, it was pretty good. Can't complain. Got my son some new glasses. And, you know, all that dad shit. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. In a world where P. Diddy bought 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube. That is fucking diabolical. Diabolical. Oh my gosh. Ah, boy. We talked about it earlier today on the stream, on the way into work. Like I said, it's not whether Diddy did it or not. We know he did it, right? He was a part of that shit. Let's not pretend that the Boule don't have, you know, eyes wide shut parties too. Let's not act like the Boule don't have eyes wide shut parties too. Diddy was the Black Epstein. Diddy was the Black Epstein, and I think we're gonna find that out as we keep going along, y'all. As we keep going along, we're gonna find out Diddy was the Black Epstein. He was videotaping people in compromising situations in order to garner power, or, you know, because he was that guy to do that shit for whoever was controlling him. Let's make no mistake, guys. Let's make no mistake. Somebody was Diddy's handler. Somebody had Diddy doing that stuff. Patrice O'Neal told us, you don't get that big without somebody controlling you. And if you get that big and nobody's controlling you, they either got to get a handle on you, or they got to get you out of the paint. And what I think is that Diddy crossed somebody. Diddy got too big for his britches, and he crossed somebody. That's what I think. And whoever he crosses, Diddy didn't understand how much power this person had. And now Diddy finding out. I think Diddy didn't run because his kids were vulnerable. They denied Diddy bail, which I understand them denying Diddy bail because he is technically a flight risk if you think about it. He got the money and the means to get the fuck out of Dodge. But I think that he was afraid for his kids. I think that's why Diddy went ahead and, you know, turned himself in and is going through what he's going through. But we're going to find some shit out. I think Diddy going to start naming some names. If we get that far. Remember the Epstein trial, the Epstein case, what's her name? Ghislaine Maxwell case. That shit wasn't televised. We had to rely on the media to tell us what they said. I think it'll be the same thing for Diddy. I don't think the Diddy stuff is going to be televised. So we'll see. But I'm telling you guys, Diddy crossed somebody. He didn't pay what he owed. You don't get that far without owing somebody some shit. And I think Diddy didn't pay what he owed. Some kind of sacrifice of some sort. Maybe one of his kids was supposed to be a sacrifice and Diddy wasn't ready to do that. And yeah. We're where we are right now. Think about it, right? The moment Diddy started getting these allegations, TMZ had a documentary locked and loaded. TMZ had a documentary locked and loaded, ready to rock and roll against Diddy in record time. In record time. That's how you know the fix was in. That's how you know the fix was in. Funny part is that Jaguar Writers vindicated. They was talking about the concoction that they put together to get people all fucked up so they can get, you know, get that booty hole tour. Pause.
Pause.
Oh my gosh, man. You thought Diddy was trying to buy NBC. Oh man, Jonas says they sacrificed his children like he was told to. Diddy would still be there. See, Jonah think the same thing. I'm telling you, Patrice O'Neal said it. He said it. People want to be in the limelight so bad. They want to be in the belly of the beast so bad. Patrice O'Neal said, when the beast pick you up and look at you, when the beast pick you up and look at you, you're shining at that point. You ain't even got to be chewed up yet. But people get chewed up and shit out and get right back in line to get right back in the belly of the beast. I still stand by it. He sacrificed, that wasn't enough. He hit billionaire status. Reba, you got to sacrifice something else for the billionaire status. He sacrificed his kid's mother before he became a billionaire. He exposed how he's not an actual owner of Ciroc. No, he push it. He get a little couple dollars. Get more alcoholics made in the black community. You know how that go. But that's guaranteed 1,000%. That's why Diddy's going through what he's going through, is because Diddy owed something that he was not prepared to pay. He owed something that he was not prepared to pay. Simple as that. But we'll find out more. We're going to see what happened. See if he make it to trial. That's the thing. If Diddy makes it to trial. And I'm with Emmanuel. Diddy didn't kill himself. Diddy didn't kill himself, guys. Diddy might get that Epstein treatment. Diddy might be in a cell right now with some fill-ins. Diddy might be in a cell right now with some fill-in guards and some video cameras that don't work, with some bed sheets. I'm just saying. What did LeBron mean by there ain't no party like a Diddy party? LeBron has some explaining to do. Oh, LeBron definitely got some explaining to do. Especially, you got that big ass boule symbol on his chest. He definitely got some explaining to do. You don't think that LeBron been to one of them eyes wide shut parties? LeBron might have hosted one of them eyes wide shut parties. The Obamas might have been to one of them eyes wide shut parties. We heard what John Legend wife leaked out there. They did some freaky shit at the Obama's house, and John Legend looked at her like, bitch, you better shut up. He's like, you better shut up. I'm just saying. 1,000 bottles of lube on the wall. Diddy said, go get the gimp. Diddy got in that room and said, go get the gimp. I'm not saying Diddy don't deserve it, though. Definitely not saying Diddy don't deserve it. You know what I mean? Not saying Diddy don't deserve it. But I'm telling you, he never got found out. He never got caught. Nobody ever brought any light to it if Diddy would have did what he was told. If Diddy would have did what he was told, he'd be straight right now. The corporation that owns Ciroc owed establishment money, high-level operators of fuckery. He was a capo that got too big. He's trying 50 what? He's trying 50 more. He said no. LeBron is a little loose, just saying. LeBron is going to explain it as good as he explained Malcolm X's book. Yo, wow. LeBron was at the freak off. D Wade made his son and a daughter. Then the niggas was on a banana boat together. Oh Lord, you think D Wade took his lady boy, his little daughter's son to one of them parties and let him get got? What up, Daisy girl? Appreciate you. That's fucking crazy. Telling you guys, truth is stranger than fiction, guys. Truth is stranger than fiction. Like I said, if you would have said this shit 10 years ago, yo, Diddy about to get got on some fucking sex trafficking charges, and he having freak offs where he there's some fucking eyes wide shut shit happening there. We'd have been like, get the fuck out of here. Black people don't do that shit. Oh man, no doubt Magic's son is his handler. Oh my goodness gracious. The Transformers. Oh my goodness gracious. Montoya said, yeah, he did. She said, D Wade sacrificed his kid. Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Who'd have thought? All that, I swear, y'all, I was watching Jaguar, right? And I just knew. I just knew that Jaguar Wright was just fucking grifting. Apparently she was right. Montoya said Magic said yes too. I don't think Magic Johnson got AIDS, y'all. I think he was paid to say he had AIDS. You want to play basketball, make a some bullshit money, or you want to fucking be the spokesperson for this shit, and we take care of you for the rest of your motherfucking life. Magic should have been dead a long time ago, I would think. But I don't know. You ever seen the episode of South Park where they was looking for the cure for AIDS and they ended up at Magic Johnson house? That shit was fucking hilarious. D-Wade was a leader in steals as a shooting guard. He stole his son's balls post-career. Oh my gosh. Jesus. Y'all is wild. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Oh my gosh, y'all. But I'm telling you guys, Diddy owed some shit and he wasn't prepared to pay that stuff. I'm telling you, look into that occult stuff, yo. It ain't just in politics and stuff like that where they like the occult. It's in entertainment all day long. They tell you about it in movies. Stanley Kubrick was telling you about it in movies. Stanley Kubrick was trying to... Come on, y'all. Think about it. Eyes Wide Shut. That movie, if you watch the movie, that scene where he went to the mansion ain't got shit to do with nothing in the movie. That scene when he went to the mansion ain't got shit to do with nothing in the movie. That shit was just like, what the fuck? How we get here? You know what I mean? What's the other movie where he was trying to allegedly tell us that he shot the fucking moon landing? Here's Johnny. That one. What was that movie called? Minister Jack played a video of some guy who shot up a Trump hotel in Miami maybe 8 years ago. The guy was telling about Diddy and other rappers doing these freak offs. Damn. Word? Diddy was having the same sex magic rituals that Jack Parsons did to help create rockets and shit. Damn. That's wild. Yo, Jonah said, and Trump paid it. That's why they're working overtime to get him to make sure he gets in office. The Shining. Thanks, Retro. The Shining. I don't know why I couldn't think of The Shining. Yeah, Eyes Wide Shut was a documentary. Yo, that shit was wild. I sat there and watched that movie. I was like what? What is this shit? Don't even belong here. It was crazy. What was the magic word? Fidelio or some shit like that, wasn't it? The Shining, and everyone needs to check out Bill Cooper's breakdown on of 2001: A Space Odyssey. Interesting. Montoya says she loves Stanley Kubrick. He made some shit now. What up, Rez? His Secret Service interviews is on here. Say all them niggas is gay. I bet. Think about it, right? You had Obama in the White House. They're talking about we need $60,000 worth of pizza or hot dogs. We need pizzas fresh, all cheese. I don't know what the fuck that means. They was talking in some code. Then you had the scandals that everybody swept under the rug with George W. Not necessarily HW, not W. George H.W., the father, where they was sneaking kids through them fucking caverns and shit, bringing kids into the White House. It's a lot of fucked up shit, yo, that goes on. Right? Remember Comet Ping Pong, the pizza place, where the guy from North Carolina drove all the way from North Carolina to fucking shoot at the fucking closet? He ain't come up there to shoot nobody. He shot at the closet and then got arrested. And then he just so happened to hit the fucking server that had shit on it. Come to find out, he got an IMDb page and all that other shit. And then they used the word Pizzagate to just kill the entire investigation and make it sound fucking ridiculous. Pizzagate? What the fuck's Pizzagate, man? I'm telling you guys. Yeah, don't get me started on the magic bullet, okay? Don't get me started on the magic bullet. You know who found that magic bullet? George H.W. in pristine condition. It's supposed to hit like 2 people and the fucking bullet was in pristine condition. Oh man, I'm telling you guys, truth is stranger than fiction, people. If you're watching me and you hear the sound of my sultry voice, sultry, can guys use the word sultry? I don't know. If you're listening to me and you're watching, you hear my voice, guys, truth is stranger than fiction. Your government has been behind some of the most heinous acts ever devised by man in world history. Just want you to know that. Just want you to know that. Okay? Because now we're really finding out about this shooter. Like, you got internet sleuths all over the place. And a lot of the shit that I said initially, if you go back and watch my initial stream, I told you guys, he had, what I said? I said he got Unabomber written all over him. DMW said, absolutely not.
Pause.
But I said he is giving me Unabomber vibes. Told you that he was an op. He had to be somebody's asset, or he works for Langley. I said that, and now we're starting to kind of see some breadcrumbs that's starting to seem like he worked for Langley. You got dirty bombs? I'm assuming weapons of mass destruction gotta be like a dirty bomb or something, right? If that's what they're calling it. He ain't got rockets. Like, he has some shit that, like, either he got a germ bomb or a dirty bomb or something. And he got a misdemeanor, class F felony. He got a misdemeanor. He got slapped on the wrist for that. Tell you, the minute he had whatever that shit was, they used him as an asset from then on out at the minimum. And he did that in 2002. 9/11 was just fresh. He been an asset ever since. He been an agent ever since. Telling you, he's been an agent ever since. Who's giving him all this money to travel back and forth and bounce back and forth like this? Why was he in a BlackRock commercial? Somebody has to explain that to me. How was he in a BlackRock? I'll say, here we go, more BlackRock shit. How was he in a BlackRock commercial? Somebody got to explain the BlackRock shit to me. All right, look at this. Check this shit out. Oh, excuse me.
Of the action. Post of the action is to appeal to what leaders.
You see his raggedy ass right there? Huh? There you go, right there.
What organization? Post of
BlackRock commercial. What? Get the out of here. He in a BlackRock commercial. So was the kid Crooks from Butler, PA. That one hell of a coinky dink, isn't it? One hell of a coinky dink. Interesting. It was alleged that an account tied to Crooks also sent money to Ryan Routh. I can't validate that. I'm just saying allegedly, because I can't validate that. You know what I mean? But everything about this guy, the Newsweek propaganda, you know what I mean? His ties on his social media, where he's what's the word? In cahoots. All right, 6 degrees of separation from all these agents. A direct connection with the quote unquote ex Charlie Indigo Alpha person, agent. A lot of things. And I'm sure this guy's been involved in a lot of things that we don't even know about. I just think it was time come on, guys. The barrel was meant to be seen poking through the fence. The barrel was made to be seen poking through the fence. Simple as that. Okay? Just gonna put that there. Okay? Now, some people think that Trump was involved in that. I don't think so, considering this guy's his connections. I don't see that. Considering this guy's connections. You know what I see though? There's a lot of quote unquote malfeasance, and not misfeasance, but malfeasance with Secret Service. Retro said he might move to Russia. Exactly. You know? Like, I know Jonah be on it. Like, Jonah saying, yeah, he was Trump's ass at 93 days after Trump's birthday. This bitch set up on the golf course in an impromptu golf game. Fuck Alistair Crowley, LOL, of course, right after fucking Thalmatized. I don't know. I be with Jonah a lot of the times on the shit that Jonah put out there, but this one, this one feels different. This one feels different. Trump seems, Trump, there's just something about him that just, I don't know. There's something about him that I can't get behind. He's a part of it. All right, maybe I'm being fooled. But something about it just, I can't get behind it. You know? I get it, Jonah. It's just something, it's something about it. You know, tonight I'm not doing any call-ins. I thought about it, but tonight I'm not going to do any call-ins because I'm tired. But it's just something about it. I don't know what it is. And I could be wrong. I could be being led astray, but you know, I don't know. What I will say is this though. That shit was a fucking op all the way through. He was made to be seen. Now, Trump could very well have been a part of it, and he's just playing off of the shit that happened in Butler, right? Butler could have been, you know, the Secret Service acting out, trying to get him out of the paint. You know, this guy in the bushes with a fucking SKS poking through the fence don't make sense. It don't make sense. You can make that shot from behind the fence. It don't make sense. Trump could have very well been a part of it, but I don't think so. Given this guy's ties, I don't think so. Unless Trump is working for the DNC and we all just being fucking flim flam. You know. Then after this shit ain't even fresh. This shit was Sunday, right? This shit was Sunday. Now we got this. Sources in the Nassau County Police Department told me that the perimeter was breached and a blue barrel was removed from the area surrounding Trump's rally site. One American News Network. So allegedly, they did a sweep of the place because Trump was having a rally in Nassau, in upstate. I guess Nassau is what, upstate New York. They allegedly found some explosive ordnance, allegedly. But then they found some explosive ordnance allegedly. But then when they look further into it, somebody was doing a bomb dog training, and they were the ones that put the explosive ordnance there. Like, what? What? Shit makes no sense. All right, so let's look at some of these right here. Reported bomb scare at Trump rally site. All right. A brief panic ensued over claims that an explosive device had been found in a car. Police in New York State have denied reports of a bomb being found in a car inside the security perimeter of the U.S. presidential candidate Donald Trump's upcoming rally. The Republican presidential nominee is scheduled to speak at Long Island venue just east of New York City on Wednesday evening. Sources in Nassau County Police Department just told me that the perimeter was breached and a blue barrel was removed from the area surrounding tonight's Trump rally site. On American News just said, what I tell you guys? I said they might fuck around trying to blow him up. It does sound like war games, doesn't it? It sounds like war games. Oh, goodness gracious. According to Lalino's source, a police dog found an explosive device in one of the vehicles and that the driver ended up running into the woods. No one saw if he had anything on him, just they saw him take off running. Nassau County Police later refuted Lalino's report. However, reports of explosives being found at the site are unfounded. Nassau County Police Commissioner Patrick Ryder told reporters, there is a person who is being questioned who may have been trained. There's a person that is in question. There's a person that is being questioned who may have been training a bomb detection dog near the site.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills!
Shit. Get the fuck out of here. There is a person who is being questioned who may have been training a bomb detection dog near so you got a former sitting president, the presidential nominee, coming to Nassau County to do a rally, and at the rally site you got somebody training who may have been training a bomb detection dog near the site. Who the fuck will be training a bomb detection dog near the site other than a federal agency or the police department? Somebody make that shit make sense to me. Oh, this guy was probably training. He's training a bomb detection dog. What? So was he one of your people? Was he a Fed? There ain't no civilians that train bomb detection dogs. Sound like some bullshit. You know what this sound like? Plausible deniability. That's what it sound like. Like when you said it sound like war games, when I got to sound like war games, it sound like the 9/11 war games. Oh, they were just training bomb detection dogs, and then a fucking bomb actually goes off at the rally. Oh, we didn't know if it was real world or a drill. Bruh. Exactly, John. Jonah says, sounds like lies. They moved that shit without bomb squad shutting it down the scene. LOL, remember, every motherfucker in OKC seen the bomb squad before Special Agent McVeigh. Bruh. Jonah right. Yeah, 1,000% right. Exactly. Put out the training story so people wouldn't freak out. Yep, that is the same 9/11 when they shut down the air traffic. Exactly, Jonah. This shit is just wild to me. The individual with the bomb dog falsely reported explosives being found at... Hold on, wait. Wait.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills!
Wait. The individual with the bomb dog falsely reported explosives being found, and that the individual is currently being detained by the police. Ryder added, like Ryder fucking renter truck. So you telling me that the person that you got in questioning called the police on himself about bombs being found. So the guy that was training the bomb detecting dog called the police on himself saying explosives were found. Is that what, am I reading that right? Emmanuel said, I'm about to get myself banned again. Yeah, am I wrong? The individual with the bomb dog falsely reported explosives being found. and that the individual is currently being detained by. He reported that explosives were found, but he allegedly was training a bomb. What? Thousands of Republican supporters have already queued up outside the Nassau Coliseum, where Trump was supposed to speak at 7 p.m. local time. Some have reportedly camped outside overnight to get good seats inside the arena. I'll be questioning the ones that camped outside. Did you see anything fucking suspicious? Did you see this guy? Trump has moved his rallies to indoor venues after surviving an assassination attempt at the July 13th outdoor gathering in Butler. You know it's a good movie to watch? Go watch that movie Vantage Point. Go watch that movie Vantage Point. I might fuck around and watch that movie tonight after we finish this. Go watch that movie Vantage Point. At least they didn't recycle the Penske truck, because they recycled the Special Agent McVeigh arrest. They chilling on the interstate. He self-snitched on himself during the training scenario. He reported, yeah, I'm confused as shit, yo. They definitely trying to wordplay us. Vantage Point is top tier. It was. I remember seeing it when it was in the movies, and after like they kept rewinding that bitch, motherfucker was like, but it was still a good movie. And apparently that wasn't Forrest Whitaker. I think that was his brother, one of his brothers that was in that movie. But still a great movie. They working with detection dogs. Yo, I don't know. This shit is interesting to me. So you had a bomb scare where you allegedly found explosive ordnance. The guy that ran, I guess that's who this person is that they caught. The guy that ran, I guess this person they caught, saying that he was training a bomb detection dog. But the guy that was training the bomb detection dog called the police saying that there were bombs on site. So he was telling on himself. Or is it like, well, I was out here training my bomb detection dog, and my bomb detection dog that I was training picked up on some bombs that I didn't put out there. Nah, that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. That don't even make sense. I just so happen to be here detecting some bombs with my bomb detection dog. Just out here like the dog was a fucking metal detector. I'm just out here with the dog. Just we training. I got some pipe bombs out here in the back right there, and he ended up picking up on other bombs that was out here. I'm like, holy shit! I thought I called police. You just so happen to be there. You just so happen to be there. As you know what that sound like? That sound like the DNC bomb scare. That's what it sound like. It sound like the DNC bomb scare. I'm just saying. Exactly, yo. Ain't no civilian chaining no fucking bomb, dog. Shit is wild, bro. That's what's up. Have one for me, yo. Have one for me, Jack. Any movie after 2000s is a no-go. You ain't. Oh, goodness gracious, yo. I swear, this is funny, yo. I'm telling you, this season of America is fucking lit. This season of America is lit. Alex Jones posted that there was a chemical. Yeah, so the Tucson rally, I read that. I thought I had it in the grift bag. So the Tucson rally, right? That's the wild shit. So the Tucson rally, people were sitting behind Trump and they left with like chemical burns to their eyes. They left with chemical burns to their eyes, which was really fucking weird. And a bunch of people went to the hospital. Yeah, I read that. Like, what the fuck? Like, what? So that means that there was something underneath them bleachers, yo, that was letting off. I don't know. What would do that? What would give you chemical burns to the eyes? What would be so strong? What, chlorine and what? It had to be chlorine, right? Chlorine and something else. Like, what would you mix with chlorine? And peroxide? Like, no, that would kill you, wouldn't it? Chlorine and peroxide to fucking kill you, don't it? Like, what was it? Someone cracked the stink bomb. Ammonia? Muriatic acid? Bear spray, yeah, that could do it. That could do it. They just, yeah. Mustard and chlorine. Interesting. But yes, I heard that story too, which is wild. I'm telling you guys, they trying to sabotage this, man. It's something like, I'd be skeptical of everything. I'm skeptical of JD Vance. That nigga got a whole movie made about him. Anytime you get a documentary or a movie made about you and nobody know who you are, or you kind of mediocre, them boys got that hand on you. And that's probably the only real thing that's out there. It's probably the only real thing that's out there that makes me second guess Donnie T is JD Vance. The pick for JD Vance makes me leery. Because I don't trust JD Vance. Oh no, that's interesting. It had to be time release, right, Montoya? It's got to be time release, right? Because if it was something like that, like, why didn't it affect Trump? It's got to be something technical, right? Hey, I watched them bitches on Rumble. I'm straight. Yeah, we still ain't got that October. Man, we got a couple weeks before the October surprise, bro. Jonah really don't like Trump, yo. Jonah like, fuck that guy. I don't trust JD Vance at all. I don't even trust his face. He wear eyeshadow and shit. He's a Palantir cyborg. I don't trust it. He wears a wig on the what? I'm just seeing it. Oh, yeah. I seen that picture too. The pick of Pence or Bolton or Pompeo or Creation. Yeah. I don't know, yo. I just chalked that up to like he didn't know no better. And he was just listening to his advisors who fucking was trying to sabotage him too. But I don't know, yo. I don't know. Is there something won't let me be like, nah, Trump a part of this shit too. It's something that just keep holding me back from that. And I always go with my gut. Gotta go with my gut on this one. So, but he could very well do a heel turn. He could very well be a part of this shit just as much as everybody else. I don't know. He just looked like he'd be wearing eyeshadow, y'all. You think Donnie T knows him? Oh, of course he probably knows more than what he's letting on. Oh, Trump! Yeah, Trump invented the grift. He definitely invented the grift. I'm gonna tell you this though. Like I told people, I said it in the spaces. Look, I don't know what he's there for. If he gets in office, he got 4 years. I think this shit is ordained for Trump to win, not like biblically ordained. I think that like I know that there was this fucking running joke / theory that Trump was a fucking time traveler, but I don't know. He might have been a time traveler. He might have been a time traveler, but I don't know. He get 4 more years and he actually do some shit, whereas though we get a few dollars in my pocket. I need the 4 years because my daughter graduating in 2 years, and I just need enough. I need the 4 years so I can stack the cash, right? Stack my chips so I can get the fuck out of Dodge. So I can sell this house and go into the woods somewhere and just be in the fucking woods. Like fucking Bob Lee Swagger. Be in the fucking mountain somewhere. Setting up booby traps for people who want to come fuck with me. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Yeah, get my ranch in Oklahoma. I ain't moving to Russia. Get my ranch in Oklahoma. Get me some chickens and a couple of fucking cows. You know what I mean? Fucking long distance shooting. Fucking agency come pulling up on my property. I make sure that I file down my fucking firing pin so they don't use my guns to frame me. You saying your prayers, if they end us all, they take our sins. Free ticket to heaven. Hey, I've already given my life to the Lord. He has forgiven me for all of my sins, and I will be on to glory. I got this theory that, like, when you die, you get an option, right? You get an option to move on to glory, or they be like, hey, if you want, you can go back and try again and see if you can do better this time. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. That'd be kind of dope. I'm just saying. Yo, this shit is wild, though. I'm telling you guys, this timeline is nuts. I don't even think I belong to this timeline. I really don't believe. I don't think I belong to this timeline, yo. I'm serious. I'd be waking up feeling like, yo, there's something's off about this fucking place. Look at this shit. Dallas club promoters going viral for throwing a freak off Friday party with free baby oil. Are you serious? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. Stop. Free baby oil with the purchase of a section. Me after getting oiled up and finished 3 bottles of Dawn. Oh, stop it. These people are ridiculous. This shit is funny. They got, yo, that's funny. Man. That is funny. You think the world ended in 2012? It could have. Really, I just came here for the freak off. That is funny. Yo said hosted by Justin Bieber. That's wild. That's the most. This ain't even Baltimore, yo. Where is this at? I don't know. Where did they say? Dallas. This is in Dallas. Melissa says she died pure as snow. I just be thinking that, like, yo, like, you can go on to glory or you can come back, be reincarnated, you know, come back and try again. Try again. That shit is funny. They gotta stop. I hope this shit ain't real. That shit is fucking hilarious. Oh my gosh, yo. You can't. I'm telling you, this shit is wild. Freaky Fridays. You know people showing up. They showing up. Let me see if I can't find it. Where is it at? So Kamala was at the little in jab or whatever that shit's called. She was at the little place, the thing that Trump went to. She was there. Talking about she wanted, let me see, Kamala. What's it called? The NABJ or whatever the fuck it's called. Let me see. Fuck is Greg Price? I think this is it right here. Let's watch this real fast.
For someone can buy a lethal weapon if they've been found by a court to be a danger to themselves or others. You might just want to know.
And respectfully, we do understand that.
But you're asking
yes.
about...
I'm asking specifically about handguns, because many of those handguns aren't purchased in places.
Yes. Apply to handguns.
Okay, that's not it. Hold on, I need to find it. Is this it?
background checks that we ought to want reasonable gun safety laws that say we should do background checks that we...
Let me see it. That one ain't it. Is this it? That ain't it. Is this it? Yeah. God damn it. Go back.
So, first of all, yes, I am a gun owner, and Tim Walz is a gun owner, and we're not trying to take anybody's guns away from them. But we do need an assault weapons ban.
Did you hear that?
So, first of all, yes, I am a gun owner, and Tim Walz is a gun owner, and we're not trying to take anybody's guns away from them. But we do need an assault weapons ban. So, first of all, yes, I am a gun owner, and Tim Walz is a gun owner, and we're not trying to take anybody's guns away from them. But we do need an assault weapons ban. So, first of all, yes, I am a gun owner, and Tim Walz is a gun owner, and we're not trying to take anybody's guns away from them. But we do need an assault weapons ban. So, first of all, yes, I am a gun owner, and Tim Walz is a gun owner, and we're not trying to take anybody's guns away from them. But we do need an assault weapons ban.
How about no?
So,
she's a gun owner and Tim Walz is a gun owner, but we do need an assault weapons ban. Where do I even begin with that? Where do I even begin with that? First off, let's define an assault weapon. Okay? Because this is what they try. This is what they try to do. Let's define an assault weapon. Let's define an assault weapon, guys. Okay. Okay. You see this fucking whiskey glass right here? It's just for me to drink my whiskey out of, you know, nice, but you know, on the rocks or whatever, right? Until I get mad at somebody and I put this whiskey glass in my, you know, let's go full screen for this. Until I get mad at somebody, right? I get mad at them. I get really fucking mad. And I just bust them over the head with this motherfucker. Bow! You know what this whiskey glass has just become? After I just crack somebody over the fucking head with it. You know what this whiskey glass becomes, guys? An assault weapon. What? This nice controller that I use to play video games on my computer, right? This is just a regular controller, you know, play video games with. You know what I mean? Just play some video games with. Till I get mad and put it in my hands. And I fucking punch somebody in the face with this motherfucker. Bow! You know what this shit, it just became? Fucking assault weapon, guys. Came an assault weapon. My Spider-Man, what the fuck is this thing called? A pop vinyl? Is that what this motherfucker's called? Just Spider-Man. He's just hanging over there in the corner with the rest of them. Chilling. Right? Chilling. Pretty cool looking, right? Until somebody pissed me off. And I just bust him over the head with this motherfucker. Bow! Spider-Man just became an assault weapon. Spider-Man just became an assault weapon. This dough ball whiskey bottle. This is the whiskey bottle that's been sitting in this bitch since me and my brother, since the Christmas stream. It's been sitting there. I don't know why I throw this shit away. It's just sitting in here, right? Great whiskey. We're drinking on it. Let's just say me and my brother got in a fight or something. And I picked this motherfucker thick. That's a thick ass bottle. And I just swung this shit with all my might. Boom! Cracked my brother over the head with it or some shit. That whiskey bottle just became an assault weapon. You guys get the point. You guys get the point. Any fucking thing can be an assault weapon. These two hands right here. Assault weapons. More people die from fucking blunt force trauma, hands and feet, than they die from an AR-15 or AK-47 or, you know what you get the point. Anything can be an assault weapon. Anything you pick up and use with the intent to do harm to somebody is an assault weapon, including your fucking hands and feet, people. Okay? Screwdriver, fucking your keys between your knuckles. It's assault weapons. So now that we got that squared away, the fuck is Kamala talking about? This is how you know they're being disingenuous. Yeah, me and Tim, we own guns, and we're not trying to take your guns. We need an assault weapons ban. Motherfucker, I don't care if it's a single shot Derringer. Guess what? Your little single shot 22 would be considered an assault weapon. Your Mossberg pump action shotgun that Joe Biden told you to get. You point that motherfucker at somebody and pull the trigger. Guess what that shit is? That's an assault weapon. So don't let this double speak that they speak catch you off guard. Any and everything can be an assault weapon. You want your car to be an assault weapon? Your fucking car is going to be an assault weapon. Your car is going to be the assault weapon. Okay? Not to mention, you know who's going to follow that law? You know who's going to follow your assault weapons ban, your mandatory buyback? You know who's going to listen to that shit? Law-abiding citizens. People don't want to go to jail because they got shit to lose. That's who's going to listen. Them criminals, though? Yeah, all right. You think them fucking Venezuelans over there in Colorado with the fucking the AKs and shit? You think they went to the gun store and got? Well, they did go to the gun store and get them, but they didn't fucking go fill out no fucking background checks. They broke in that bitch and stole them bitches. Criminals don't give a fuck about background checks and being fucking in compliance with the law. No. Only law-abiding citizens who already ain't committing any crimes are gonna follow that bullshit because they got shit to lose. So when they talk about, oh, we need an assault weapons ban, we need a mandatory gun buyback of assault weapons, that's every fucking thing. Let's not pretend that Joe Nicholslick didn't go on the air and said that the 9mm is so powerful that it blows the lung out the back. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Where he was going after 9mm? They wanted to get rid of guns that had the ability to hold more than 10 rounds. That's every fucking gun. Except for like a revolver. Remember that? They want to get rid of any gun that had the ability. That's the word they used. Ability to hold more than 10 rounds. Including your regular old handgun. And she was all for that shit. They're going to start calling hate speech an assault weapon. They might. They might. Apparently, Trump's rhetoric is an assault weapon. Oh man, let's see what she says. Let's keep it moving. Let's see what the fuck she says about. Let's see what she says about national background checks.
For someone can buy a lethal weapon if they've been found by a court to be a danger to themselves or others. You might just want to know.
And respectfully, we do understand that.
But you're asking about...
I'm asking specifically about handguns, because many of those handguns aren't purchased in places.
Universal background checks apply to handguns.
Yes,
they do.
But in many instances, those handguns aren't even bought lawfully. Yes.
Which is why I also have been very adamant for years. In fact, I myself protested at a gun show probably 10, 15 years ago about the gun show loophole.
Her herself has protested at a... No, she hasn't. No, she hasn't. She's 1000% a fucking liar. She has never she never set foot at a gun show, nor does she own a gun. Because if she owned a gun, she would know that that gun show loophole she's talking about is not a loophole. I challenge anybody. I challenge anybody right now. You know, it's funny, if I change my I should have did that tonight just to goad them in. If I change my title to like Kamala Harris is evil or some shit like that, all the bots will come flooding in this bitch. I probably have like 1,000 fucking viewers of bots coming after us. That would be hilarious. I should put that on there. I should change the title on YouTube to Kamala Harris is evil just to see if the bots come flowing. You want to do that? Let's do a little experiment. Let's do a little social experiment, guys. I just want to see what happens. We got 32 people on YouTube right now, 21 likes. Hey, all 32 people over there, hit that like button. Let's see if we get any bots in this bitch. It might be too late because I already started the stream, but I want to see. And let's keep it moving. So again, I'm sorry. It's no gun show loophole. I challenge anybody in this stream right now to go to a gun show when it pops up and go try to buy a gun at a gun show. And y'all let me know if they let you buy the gun at the gun show without a fucking NICS form being done. Let me know. I'm curious to know. Because the gun shows I've been to, nope, that shit don't fly. Now you got some state laws that allow people to sell long guns. Right? You got some people that got state laws that allow them to sell long guns. And it's not the people that's participating in the gun show. It's people out in the parking lot that's selling like a shotgun with a bill, and they writing up a bill of sale. But that's happening in the parking lot. That shit can happen in any parking lot. You don't need a gun show for that shit to go to, like Maryland. If I wanted to sell, let's say I wanted to sell one of my ARs, right? 16-inch AR rifle. I want to sell one of my rifles. If I want to sell my little 1022 in the safe rifle, or my shotgun in the safe, I don't need to go to a gun show to do that shit. I can do that shit in a parking lot, write a bill of sale, and that shit is completely fucking legal. It's not a loophole. That's a law. That's a law. I'm not skirting a loophole. That's the law of the state. I can't do that shit with no handgun though. I can only do it with a long gun. You only do it with a long gun. But that's a law. It's not a fucking loophole. But go to a gun show, go inside the gun show, go to one of the booths, try to buy a gun, rifle. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. You won't walk out the door with that gun without doing the NICS form. I promise you that. I can't. HJ on a mission. That's his thing. You know what I mean? You know, that's his mission. So I'm going to continue to go on YouTube, Rumble, and all this stuff as long as I can go until they fucking boot me off. You know what I mean? You know, I'm the most banned Hotep. But I figure the fight is over here on YouTube for real. Like, Kick is cool. You know what I mean? Rumble is an echo chamber, but Rumble is cool over there. Shout out to all my Rumblers over there. But YouTube, everybody watches that. If I'm going to reach people and try to change minds, even X, if I'm going to reach people and try to change minds, I got to stick to these. I got to stick to these platforms. That's how I feel. You know. She is very exhausting. She's very fucking exhausting. Anyway, but yeah, The whole gun show loophole shit is just her. Somebody's in her ear with her special earrings. Okay, we're gonna start this over. Somebody's in her ear with her special earrings, telling her what to say.
For someone can buy a lethal weapon if they've been found by a court to be a danger to themselves or others. You might just want to know.
And respectfully, we do understand that.
But you're asking about...
I'm asking specifically about handguns, because many of those handguns aren't purchased in places.
Universal background checks apply to handguns.
Yes.
They do.
But in many instances, those handguns aren't even bought lawfully. Yes.
Is this nigga... He got on platform boots. Okay? He got this weird ass fucking fro. I think he's a queen. I think he's a yes queen. He looks like a yes queen. He looks like a yes queen. I'm just going to put that out there. I'm sorry, I just noticed that just now.
Which is why I also have been very adamant for years. In fact, I myself protested at a gun show probably 10, 15 years ago about the gun show loophole and why we need to close that. Because what ends up happening is that gun shows at flea markets, gun dealers are not, under existing law in the past, required to register their sales.
And she full of shit. You know when the Nix Forum came into place? The Nix Forum was made in 2013. The Nix Forum was made in 2013. You know who created the Nix Forum? The NRA created the Nix Forum along with the Obama administration. But Obama didn't make it mandatory to report to it because it is the solution to what the fuck they want, but that's not what they want. All right? It's a part of the solution, but it's not what they want. See, this is the difference, right? We have a national background check, guys. We have a national background check. That's why I encourage all of you guys to go try to buy a gun tomorrow. We have a national background check. You know what it's called? It's a national insta check. It's called the National Insta Check. The Nix Forum. The national, you hear it? The National Insta Check. Go into the gun store and say, I want to buy that shotgun right there. And they go, okay, fill this out. You fill out this thing. You know what they do? They send that fucking form to the ATF and the FBI. 20 minutes later or less, it'll come back and say either don't sell that motherfucker a gun or he's good to go. And sometimes it might be like, it might not come back in for a couple of days because they got to fucking double check. It may be because you got the same name as somebody else or whatever. But it might take 3 days, right? It might say deferred or delayed. It might say delayed, and then you got to wait a couple of days. But there is a national insta check, which I still don't agree with, but there's a national insta check that we do have. And if you go to any gun store in America, you're going to fill that shit out. But see what they want is they want a registry. See what the national insta check does is it just says, yes, he can buy a rifle. He can buy a rifle or shotgun. Handguns are completely different, but you still got to fill. No, I'm sorry, it's not. Could depend on the state. The national insta check also goes for fucking handguns, guys. It goes for fucking handguns. That person is not a criminal, is not a felon. This person can buy a gun. Now here in the state of Maryland, I gotta do the Nix Forum for a handgun as well as my state registration, which is some bullshit. But what they want is they want a registry. It's not good enough to say, oh, that person's not a criminal, they can buy a gun. They want to know what kind of gun you bought, what the serial number is, what kind of capacity. They want all the information on your gun. That's what they want. So when they get their national background, when they get their national or their gun registry, and then only fucking law-abiding citizens fill that shit out, and they still got the shootings, they still got the violence in the streets because the criminals ain't fucking giving them up. Then they go, oh, the registry didn't work. Let's use the registry to go take the fucking guns from everybody else. Then it will then turn that registry and weaponize it against you, the people. That's what they want. They're disingenuous about it. That's why they won't define an assault weapon. Where you live at 2020? Like here in Maryland, I can sell privately, but it can only be a rifle or a long gun. I can't sell my handguns privately. I mean, I can, but I got to get an FFL involved, and they got to do a background check on the person, all of shit. But rifles and long guns, no, I could do that shit. They can come to my house, I do a bill of sale, and then they can leave with that shit. It took my friend 10 months to get his firearm permit. That's wild. At worst, you need a bill of sale. Yeah, that's how we do in Maryland. Yeah, 10 months is really wild. But yeah, certain states you gotta do the bill of sale for long guns and shit. Handguns, maybe it's like Arizona might let you sell handguns with a bill of sale. But like certain states like Maryland and stuff like that, you need to get an FFL involved. But regardless, she's being disingenuous about how background checks and stuff work, because that's not the background checks they want. That's not the background checks they want. So let's check this one out real fast.
Well, you might want to know to want reasonable gun safety laws that say we should do background checks, that we ought to know. It's just reasonable. You might want to know before someone can buy a lethal weapon, if they've been found by a court to be a danger to themselves or others. You might just want to know.
And respectfully, we do understand
no, it's the same thing. But even with the National Insta-Check, see, the thing about it is, right, they knew what they were doing when Obama didn't make it mandatory for all the states, right? Because he didn't make it mandatory, so not all states report to the National Insta-Check, because they still wanted the people to slip through the cracks. So when she goes, you might want to know if somebody that was mentally unfit has it. This shit has it in the National Insta-Check. It asks if you make it mandatory for states to report to the National Insta-Check, which I disagree with. But if you make it mandatory for states to report to the National Insta-Check, right? Then shit like Sutherland Springs don't happen. He was in, the guy that did the Sutherland Springs shit, he was in the Navy, and he got dishonorably discharged for beating his wife or some shit like that. I forgot what it was. But it wasn't reported to the NICS system. So it was never there because it's not mandatory report to it. Like I said, I disagree with the NICS system. I think that even felons should get their gun rights back. That's just how I feel. Even felons should get their gun rights back. I'm a 2-8 absolutist. I think an armed society is a polite society. You know? That's what I think. I don't care how big and bad you think you is. If you know that if it's a good chance that the motherfucker that you want to rob might fucking put a hole in your ass, you're gonna think twice about that shit. Self-preservation is a real thing. But see, the thing about it is, right, they don't want you having the same type of firepower that the state got. Right? They want to relegate you to fucking slingshots and fucking bow and arrow. Well, they got the monopoly on power. If the police got it, I want that shit too. Or I want to be able to get that shit too. If the military got it, I want to be able to have that shit too. Make no mistake, the Second Amendment is what's holding the Constitution together. You get rid of the Second Amendment, you might as well just throw the rest of the Constitution in the trash. Because who's gonna challenge the state when they decide to do some tyrannical shit if the people aren't armed? Who's gonna challenge the state? Who the state going to take seriously if the people aren't armed? But if you're armed, like they were at Bundy Ranch, fucking state got to take you seriously. She don't own no fucking guns, Teresa. You know that. It's just simple as that. Be ungovernable, folks. But this is what you're voting for. This is what, not you, but this is what most people are voting for. Oh, she's going to come in and affect change. Yeah, she's going to affect change, all right. You're going to be fucking broken, destitute, with no way of defending yourselves when the marauders come and take all your shit because the fucking bread lines done ran out of bread and the grocery stores don't got no milk and the baby got to eat. Telling you. You got people out here. Every time I drive around, I'll be seeing Harris Wall signs. I'm like, you motherfuckers are retarded. What's this say? "2020 got it." They can't stop felons. I know more felons with guns than not. They not fucking listening to fucking gun laws. They rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Only way felons can get they gotta fight to get their gun rights. They gotta go to court and all that other bullshit. But yeah, once you're a felon, you can't get your. It's like it's hard as shit. It's hard as shit to get guns. Ask Rudy when Rudy come back to the net. Ask Rudy. Rudy had to fight to get his gun rights back. Rudy had to really fight to get his gun rights back. He'll tell you that shit right off the top. You know what I mean? It took Rudy a while. That nigga look crazy. Yo, she looked like she irritated as shit. She did not like them questions. Harris fumbles at the NABJ forum. VP Kamala Harris appears to be visibly agitated and frustrated when black journalists at the NABJ forum didn't serve up the expected softball easy questions during her Q&A session. Instead of addressing the tough pointed questions directly and sincerely, she dodged and danced around them. Come on, what you expect though? What you expect her to do? Leaving many wondering her ability to engage with the black community on real issues, because she doesn't give a fuck about the black community. I hear you, 2020. I hear that shit. You sound like my homeboy A6 Ron Tom over here on YouTube. That's the homie. He live here in Baltimore too. He be on that shit. But yeah, like she just fucking walked off the stage, got the fuck out of Dodge. They looked like they was. Look at their faces, yo. Look at their faces like that didn't go as planned. Why the fuck does he need to cut his goddamn hair and take them goddamn heels off? Oh my gosh. Look at their faces, yo. They're like, oh, that didn't go according to plan. That shit is funny. That shit is fucking hilarious, yo. Yeah, I believe it. Obama told them the presser Kamala is Hillary's proxy. That's funny. That shit got me tripping right now. They look like, yeah, Yeah, I mean that didn't go according to plan. She didn't answer shit. She didn't answer shit. Golly mighty. But I mean, what did they expect? What did they expect from Kamala? She's going to dance around. She has no real issues. Speaking of that, where is it at? Hold on, I'm getting it right now. Let's hear what she said about reparations. Let's hear what she said about the reparations. Let's see. Shout out to Black Hotep, Black Mountain. He says, "Oh, a study, eh? Sounds oddly familiar. You know, like 5+ times familiar. Maybe even 5 election cycles familiar. And once again, you dumb niggas will fall for it because you bitches love symbolism and hot air." So let's hear what she says here. Let's see how she dances around this one.
What we need to do going forward. Look, first.
She definitely got them fucking earrings in. She said they Tiffany's earrings. They're $500 earrings, guys, or $1,000 earrings, whatever, from Tiffany's. Ooh. She's like, these are not the earrings you're looking for. Number one rule of law, not statute. Do no harm. Next one is help these people settle their issues. I know how you might take that, but it's true. No, I'm open to hearing about it, you know. Knowing law is no way to get away with dumb shit. Be responsible. I agree. I do not disagree with that.
What we need to do going forward. Look, first of all, we just need to speak truth about history in spite of the fact that some people try and erase history and try and teach our children otherwise. We need to speak truth about the generational impact of our history in terms of the generational impact of slavery, the generational impact of redlining, of Jim Crow law. I could go on and on and on. These are facts that have had impact. And we need to speak truth about it. And we need to speak truth about it in a way that is about deriving solutions.
Hold on. We got to go full screen for this. I want you to read the bottom right corner. That shit says NABJY. WHYY. Yeah, why the hell did you have Kamala on this goddamn panel? Oh my gosh, that shit is fucking hilarious. That shit says NABJY.
And frankly, I think that we, and part of that is studying it to figure out exactly what we need to do. But part of what we can do right now is, for example, what I'm talking about in terms of building an opportunity economy, which is addressing explicitly the obstacles that historically and currently exist and dealing with them. Student loan debt, medical debt, bias in home appraisals. What we need to do in terms of dealing with an issue that I have championed for years, black maternal mortality, which is the fact that black women are 3 to 4 times more likely to die in connection with childbirth than other women. And we know that the reasons for that include disparities that pre-exist her pregnancy, including disparities that exist in the system during her pregnancy. So all of those things must be addressed.
But do you have a position on whether that should happen, this commission should happen through executive order or via Congress?
These niggas
I think Congress ultimately will have the ability to do things.
Look at this. Both these niggas is zesty.
And we know that the reasons for that include disparities that pre-exist her pregnancy, including disparities that exist in the system during her pregnancy.
First off, she had to put abortion in there. They asked about reparations. And she starts going down about Jim Crow and redlining and all. Bitch, they didn't ask you about any of that. They didn't ask you about none of that. They asked you about reparations. Now, my stance on reparations, if you're going to throw some money at me, I'm going to take it. I ain't going to say I'm for reparations. I ain't going to say I'm against it. You want to give me a couple dollars, and I'll take a couple dollars. I'm not, you know, dumb enough not to. I'm not, you know, dumb enough to not understand that you give everybody reparations. Niggas going, the inflation and all this stuff, and your capital gains tax and your unrealized tax is going to fucking eat all that shit the fuck up. You ain't gonna have nothing left. They're gonna give you $1 million, and then her 25% unrealized gains tax, and her fucking, or was it 32% unrealized gains tax, and then her 25% capital gains tax is going to eat up what, 57 fucking percent. Is it 57%? Yeah, 57% of your money, and then you ain't got a goddamn thing. Give it right back to the government. But they ain't ask you about all that shit you talking about, women and black women and childbirth and all this stuff. Nobody asked you about reproductive health. They ain't asked you about, that's real reproductive. You want to talk about, there's reproductive health, but the shit they be trying to spew is not reproductive health. They asked you about reparations, and she dancing, boy. She out this motherfucker dancing. She is doing the waltz on these niggas. We should have a debate on reparations. We can do that. I don't have a stance on it, but shit, I wouldn't mind hosting a debate on reparations because I don't have a stance on that shit. She's trying to tax us like we live in Massachusetts. Yeah, that fucking Why is part of PBS? Is that right? This shit should have been on NPR. But listen to what she's saying. She's just, it's just filibuster.
Student loan debt, medical debt, bias in home appraisals. What we need to do in terms of dealing with an issue that I have championed for years, black maternal mortality, which is the fact that black women are 3 to 4 times more likely to die in connection with childbirth than other women. And we know that the reasons for that include disparities that pre-exist her pregnancy, including disparities that exist in the system during her pregnancy. So all of those things must be addressed.
But do you have a position on whether that should happen, this commission should happen through executive order or via Congress?
I think Congress ultimately will have the ability to do this work. I'm not discounting the importance of any executive action, but ultimately Congress, because if you're going to talk about it in any substantial way, there will be hearings, there will be...
So she wanted to take executive order to take your fucking guns away. But quote unquote reparations and making, you know, black people whole. No, we gotta push this shit. That shit is funny. I agree. If you're for reparations, then you also must accept anything master requires of you. It's consent, and consent goes both ways. That's right. I made this point to my sister and a couple people. I said, look at birth control, right? Let's say the universal health care, right? Yeah, we got universal health care. But you want a certain birth control, but the state saying, bitch, you can't have that birth control. You want to take this shit right here. Yeah, we know that it's killing women, but you're going to take this shit we going to give you, or you just don't get birth control. That shit go both ways. You want universal health care? All right, cool. But be prepared to accept the shit that they willing to give you. All right? I agree. I like that too. Right. Right. Exactly, man. You're right.
A level of public education and dialogue that, and I think that was part of the spirit behind the congressional action thus far, to ensure that everyone can participate in this conversation in a way that elevates knowledge about history and the reference points that are the impetus of this conversation. Especially, again, when people are trying to deny history. When people are, so-called leaders are saying that enslaved people benefited from slavery. I mean, let's talk about the delta here in terms of the work that needs to be done It's profound.
Madam Vice President, I want to move.
So she just basically filibustered and she gave no answer. She gave no answer. We promised to talk about it. That's every answer that every president has said about, promised to talk about reparations. Let's talk about the Jim Crow laws. We gotta, like, nobody asked you about that shit. We didn't ask you about maternal mortality when giving birth. Nobody asked you that. What's up with the money, bitch? You gonna cut a check? Yes or no? You already said I ain't promising black people shit. Didn't she say that? She said, I ain't doing shit just for black people. Y'all remember that? I ain't doing shit just for black people. Now she up here shucking and jiving and dancing in front of them. She gave them no answer on reparations. She gave them no answer on reparations. She just shucked and jived. They looked like, yo, what the fuck? That's how they looked at the end. Y'all saw how they looked at the end. They looked like, yo, what the fuck? That was terrible. This was not a fruitful interview. We ain't about to get shit from her, but more shit. Oh man, you gotta love it. Like I said, season 3 of America is fucking lit. Season 3 of America is fucking lit. They just want programs and then say they don't know where the money went. But if they just have The only successful reparations claim was when France got reparations from Haiti for freeing themselves. That's true. How much did France get from Haiti? Like $600 million or something like that? Was it $600 million? Something crazy like that? I appreciate that. No, that's no problem. We about to wrap up, but I appreciate you swinging through, man. And if y'all new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Share the stream. Let people know we live. You catching the replay, leave a comment. Share it with your friends. Let them check it out. Leave a comment if you're catching the replay. I like to know how I'm doing. You know what I mean? Ah, man. Guys, look, I understand that a lot of people already got their minds made up on who they're going to vote for. But I think the more they let her speak at shit like this, the more we put out this shit. Sunshine's the best disinfectant. The more we put out shit like this where she ain't giving no answers about black problems or issues that the black community wants to hear about, and she not giving an answer, the more she starts to lose that steam that they keep saying that she got. Right? So, like I said, share this shit far and wide, people. Let people see this shit. Let people see these clips. And it's like, this what the fuck you really voting for? This is who you're voting for. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Anyway, guys, I'm tired. I got an early day tomorrow. I appreciate you guys sticking it out with me. Oh, boy. What's tomorrow? Hotep Thursday tomorrow, guys. Hotep's been told you. 8 o'clock on Kick. Hotep's been told it was an HBTY pod on Kick. That's HBTY pod on Kick. After that, it's the after party on Kick, YouTube, Rumble, and X. Canon Hotep across all platforms. Come hang out with us, guys. It's going to be a good Thursday night. Anyway, until next time, it's Canon Hotep saying, be blessed, stay strapped, don't miss. And don't worry about tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow got enough problems of his own. Worry about today. I'll holler at you.
Don't relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take